Welcome to another episode of High Proof Ashes. I'm one of your co-hosts, Jason JB Smoke, and over to my right, of course.
Y'all know what it is, man. No cool nickname. Duran, back in the building.
Yeah, man, we got a fun one for you today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you excited?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited, bro.
Yeah.
I guess I gotta, because we on the podcast, I gotta tell the story of how you screwed me on this one. I'm gonna hold him to the fire on this one, man. This is my brother right here, but he did me dirty.
So
He
maybe
did.
maybe we'll take a trip and I don't know, redeem myself or something. I don't know. We'll see.
Make a great birthday gift.
But so for today's cigar, we're going to do something a little off the wall here. Unfortunately, there's no label on it, and I don't remember a whole lot about it. But this
is it just blank?
Huh?
Is it blank?
There's no there's no words or anything on it.
Okay, it's an ice cream cone.
But yeah, so there's an ice cream cone on the label, and that's chocolate ice cream, like on the cone or whatever. So this is the Privada Cigar Club chocolate ice cream cone cigar. Like that's, I don't know. I can't really.
It says cream. Okay, it just says cream.
Yeah, it's like the chocolate cream one because they had a vanilla cream one too.
Okay,
that was like a shade wrapper.
I got you.
But I had it. I tried it, loved it. Went back and got another one. Well, I got two.
Okay.
And so here we're gonna share this one together. But hopefully you really enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean,
but I think you're probably gonna enjoy
the pours
a little bit more.
Yeah,
so,
man.
I don't know if you can see it, but we each have two glasses here because this guy over here is like, I need another glass because we're gonna do these together.
Yeah, man. Like we're not playing no games with this.
So I think we've done the old Overholt 10-year
probably.
So this is a cask strength rye, and recently I was able to find the 11-year.
Correct.
And I thought it was interesting. The 10-year is like 125 proof. The 11-year is like 107.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
way less. The flavors are totally different.
Okay.
I was blown away at how different they were.
And again, this is why I wanted to do them in two glasses.
Yeah. So, we're gonna get into it. This was the 2023 version. I'm trying to find the proof. 121. So, and then this one is 107. Okay. And one extra year,
but completely different.
I think it's completely different.
Okay. Well, we're gonna find out.
So
we were turned on to these by a friend of ours.
We were.
Of course, we were at a private tasting. He popped this bottle out. We tasted it, fell in love immediately. Me and Jason both picked up one.
Yeah.
And then I had to go get a backup of the 10-year. So I'm hoping the 11-year is just as good. These are from Beam.
They are.
These are from Beam. So we used to say we're not Beam guys, but all of a sudden we've got a lot of Beam products.
We do. It's for me. It's right behind Turkey now.
Yes. Yes. Don't disagree. Don't disagree. So I think my ranking order now is Turkey, Beam, Sazerac.
Okay. I could get on that. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but the story of getting this bottle. So the wife and I took a trip out to North Carolina for the day, and stopped by a ABC store, right? Because North Carolina is a state-run liquor store.
So everything SRP.
Everything's SRP. Walked in there, and this is right before we're going to go to the Red Hot Lottery. So I'm like, I don't want to go in here and spend a lot of money. Just want to go in there and see if I find something that I really want. Yeah. Whatever, right? If I walk out with something, it's going to be like one bottle. They had like 10 bottles of Booker's in there, different, not the 03. They were all 04.
Yeah.
But, they had that. They had the Old Granddad 16. I mean, they had a Bernheim barrel proof.
Yeah.
Like they had all kinds of stuff.
They had some bangers.
They had some bangers in there. And then they had this, and they had multiple bottles of it. And I'm in there. I call him up to see if he wants me to grab him one. Doesn't answer the phone, right? So I walk around the store for a little bit longer, whatever, see if there's anything else. Eventually I check out, leave, and we're at a fast food place getting some food. Then he calls me back.
Call him back. He's like, let me call you back.
Yeah. So
by the time he calls me back,
finishing the drive-through, call him back, tell him what's going on. He's like, man,
you ain't get me one? He know how much I like this bottle. And he didn't get me one.
I didn't.
He put a chink in our friendship.
Sorry, man. But hey, you get to try it now.
It's not the same as owning one.
You know what? You get to try it and see if you actually like it.
I know I'm gonna like it.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna withhold my opinion. Like I said, I'm gonna withhold my opinion. We're gonna try them both, and you can tell me which one you like better.
We're gonna find out.
So, all right, let's get into it.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see. Where do I want to?
You want to get your pours first?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm gonna do my pours first, man. This is the 10, right?
That is the 10. All right, so this thing has the torpedo top. So, are you gonna V cut this thing?
If you've got a V cutter, I'm gonna V cut.
I think I've got one sitting up here. I do. I don't see
so, Jason thinks my philosophy on V cutting is kind of crazy,
but I'm kind of getting on board with the torpedo tops.
Yeah, you want to save some, man. Like, you know, when you go guillotine on a torpedo, you cut off quite a bit of cigar.
You do.
Whereas if we go V cut,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Only cut off like that little bit.
Yeah, you just cut off a little bit of it, and I get to smoke so much more.
This one,
you know what I'm saying? So
gotta be careful with that one. The opening is rather large. But tried this. I'm not a fan of this little. I don't know if you guys can see it, but
I always overburn these.
So, if I'm being honest, I like to just cut that off.
Okay.
Like seriously, just cut that off because I don't feel like dealing with that. Like I know why they do it. You know, it's you like this little end, and then it's supposed to open it up, but it's always too tight of a draw when they do it like this. So I'm gonna grab one of my other open back cutters. You know, and if you guys in the comments want to give me shit for it, go for it. You're welcome to do so. But that thing ready to go.
All right, let's see here. So I'm gonna.
All right, let me get my pours here. 10-year. I have done these back to back, but not side to side. So that'll be
interesting.
Yeah, kind of smell each one and
let's see. You go there at the top.
And I know, so he saw how much is out of this bottle and thought, oh, I know which one's your favorite. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm on the fence.
Really?
Yes.
That's surprising.
I am on the fence. I've only gone back to this one more than this one just because this one has more in it.
I just made a whole mess all over myself turning this upside down, but it's all good. No worries, no worries, no worries.
Up here, I'll pick it up later. So, knows that 11.
Wow, that cold draw in this is crazy.
Crazy how?
Is this flavored at all?
No, not flavored.
Okay. All right, let's see. Let's do some nosing here. Gonna get nosy.
Ooh, that's good.
They smell different.
Yeah. Not crazy different, but
different enough.
Noticeable. Yeah.
One smells a little brighter than the other. Surprisingly, I think it's the 11-year.
Mm-hmm.
That 10-year is just as good as I remember, man. Like, jeez, bro. Like, it's not like I don't have this at home. I just found it recently, to be completely honest. Like, it was buried at the back.
It's a short, bottle. Like, it
was buried
real easily, yeah.
And like I was moving some stuff around. I said, "Oh, gotta have this one.
Have this one. Let's bring it out.
Let me get some of this." Like,
yeah. Okay. Yep. So I had these, with our group. We were talking about them, you know, differences or whatever, and we got onto the subject of like, okay, here you have like you can only ever have one now. Which one is it? Right?
10.
And so, okay, really? Okay.
10 is more complex.
Okay.
11 is more well-rounded.
Mm-hmm. I feel like 11 is sweeter as well.
It is sweeter.
Yeah.
It's definitely sweeter. But the extra proof on 10, I think, helps it a lot. Here's the thing. I want them both. That's not even a question, bro. Like,
he's like, gotta have it. Give me this 11 years.
Like, yeah. It's worth it.
When it comes to over 10-year bourbons and whiskeys, it's very hit or miss for me. Some of them are amazing, and some of them pass that point of too oaky, right? And for some of them, it's 10, some it's 12, some it's 15, right? Once they pass that point. This one right here, I think the 11 brings it up of just a tad for me, right?
Okay.
The 10, you didn't apex at the 10, I guess is what I'm trying to say. For my flavor profile, for me, the 11 is just barely edges it out.
Barely. See, I don't feel the same.
Barely. But the only thing I don't like about it, I wish it was closer in proof.
And so I think that's the thing that throws me off.
You could compare them, truly compare them, right?
I think the complexity comes through in the proof. So overall taste profile, I think 11 may be the better bottle for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For everyone.
Yes. It's much more of a mass appealer.
The 10-year, though.
The 10-year is a puncher, right? It's very punchy.
If you want something unique,
right,
something different,
very flavorful,
that 10-year is it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you.
So I don't think either pour is bad. I don't care which one you give me.
Both pours are amazing.
I don't care which one you give me. The 10, I would visit the 10 more than I visited the 11.
That's a good way to say it. And I'm the opposite. I would visit the 11 more than I visit.
See, and I'm in that place where if I drink something, I want it to show up and show out.
Yeah.
Right? The 11 shows up. It just doesn't show out as much as the 10. The 10 is unique.
It is very unique. I'll give you that. And I'm all about uniqueness. I don't know. There's just something about the 11, that extra bit of age.
That sweetness is nice.
Like, it's a little bit more oaky, but not too oaky.
Right.
It's definitely sweeter. And it is definitely more well-rounded.
Yes, I don't disagree with that at all. Because I think you get a little bit more of spiciness on the 10.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't shy away from that.
No, I don't mind it. So for me, like, if I'm thinking of, like, sipping more often, that 11 is where I'm going to go.
Yeah. But so again,
12 I'm going to visit when I want something unique.
10.
The 10, sorry. The 10 is something like I want something different, I want something unique, I want it punchy. So like I want it to come out swinging. So
at this point you own quite a few bottles.
Yeah.
So how often are you visiting something that like you want to sip for long periods of time? Like for me, I find myself being in a situation where it's like, okay, I had something, I sipped it for 30 minutes, now I want something else. Right? Because I have that many bottles.
Right.
So like there's never a day where I pull out one bottle and I'm going to drink it for 6 hours.
No,
it's never going to happen.
No, I don't, once I hit a bottle for the day, like that's it, I'm done.
Yeah.
Like I don't go back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like this is the fun thing about this is like you can hit one and then you can hit the other. And honestly, you can do it in either order because you're going to get a slightly different experience from each of them.
Yes.
Even though it's like basically the same juice.
Yeah.
Just one's a little bit older and less proof.
Yeah.
And so I think it's incredible how different they are.
I want to know how they ended up at 107 proof on the 11-year versus the 121 on the 10.
I think it had to probably do with the angel share, right?
That was what I was thinking.
So this was the same price.
Okay.
So to make it the same price, we got to get the same number of bottles out of it. In order to do that, we got to proof it down. And so, but I don't, on one hand, I don't mind that they did it because it changed the flavor.
It did. Made it a completely different drink.
Like you think about it, they would have just bottled it at the same proof as this one.
It probably would have been very similar.
Yeah.
Like you might not even been able to tell the difference.
Exactly. So when I was trying them together for the first time, what I was telling the group was I like them both for different reasons. Mm-hmm. To me, they're level for different reasons. I want to pour this for a specific set of experience.
No, I get it.
Whereas this is just a different experience.
My main thing is I think 11 appeals more to the masses, and that might have been their goal.
Could have been, yeah.
Right, like
it could have been.
The 10-year, I think, it's going to appeal to somebody who's probably a little more experienced in bourbon because of the proof. Can you handle the proof that comes with that 10-year?
Right.
The 11, it's so well-rounded that like you can give that to almost anyone.
Yeah.
And you're going to enjoy it, like because, you know.
This one's a little bit more niche than that one is.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Without a shadow of a doubt.
And again, I think that's why I like them both for different reasons.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's such an easy sipper.
Yeah.
And this is super unique and punchy. And for that reason, it's really hard for me to pick one. Like, extremely hard. Like, if I had to, it's probably the 11. Probably. But I'm not sure.
I know. For me, it's the 10.
Okay.
I would very much like to try this. No cigar.
Yeah, clean palate.
Clean palate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And do it again there. But I just think the complexity for the 10 is more of where my palate is at today for what I enjoy on a regular basis. Now, if I had friends over the house and all of that good stuff was going on, the 11-year is probably what I'd reach for. But if it was me by myself,
right.
I'm going with the 10 because it's just that much more character.
Part of your argument is why I put the Russell's 15 lower than, say, the Russell's 12 or even the Russell's 10 for that matter.
Okay.
Because for me, the 15 it's too oaky, and that's not what I'm looking for in a bourbon. Right?
I really enjoyed the Russell's 15.
It's a great pour. Don't make no mistake. It's a great pour. It is a top-notch pour.
Yeah.
But if I compare it to other Russells, I can think of other Russells that I prefer over that one.
Okay.
Our pick is better.
Than the Russell's 15?
Yeah.
It's damn close.
Like, I think it's better.
So, I apologize because I can't remember what his name is. I did a pick with him. And so he said he threw our pick of the Russells into a blind with like all kinds of Russells.
Yeah.
And of the 6 people in the group, 2 of the people picked our pick as the best of the bunch.
Okay.
And for the rest of the group, it was like 2 or 3.
Wow. Okay.
And again, that's probably the pick I'm most proud of this year.
It doesn't surprise me. It's a phenomenal bottle. Wow, we bought so many of them. But, you know, so this one here, so the 15 Russell, for me, you're coming down from the apex. And for me, personally. With the Overholt, I feel like the 11, you haven't started coming down yet. You know what I'm saying? Like Knob Creek, same thing, right? 9, 12, 15, 18.
So right? 9 is not fair. 9 is not even in the class with the 12 to 15.
I'm just saying,
like the 18, I don't even fuck with for real.
It's an uphill, right? That you're getting better and better, and once you hit 15, that's it. You just apexed.
Because I feel like the 9 single barrel is a problem in itself, right? Like, so it's an outlier.
It is an outlier.
That you go like, shit, this one's Because that extra 20 points of proof,
right?
Man,
it makes a huge difference. Well,
completely.
Plus it being a single barrel, right? It's not blended, so you're picking the barrel,
yes,
right, or whatever. Right? Somebody's picking the barrel, and yeah. So, but this is one of those ones that I feel like the 11, you're still going up. You haven't started coming down yet. I don't want to say it's that implies that it's better, but
yeah, for me it's the 10-year, bro. Like we just gonna have to differ on this one.
No.
Like the uniqueness.
I don't disagree with you. Again, I like them for different reasons. Like they're neck and neck for me. They really are.
So 11 is slightly less than 10 for me, just because like
that's nothing wrong with that.
The 11 is just like, it's so good, but there's nothing
that pushes it over the top.
There's no crescendo when I taste, like, like there's no thing that goes like, hey, I'm special. Even though it is special, the 10 is just like this unique monster that was so different than everything we were drinking at the time and still tastes different.
I can't argue with you. Like, the 10-year is great. The 10-year is great. Like, this is one of those ones that, like, I feel like depending on the day, you might
flip-flop.
Yeah. Just like that sip I just got was a 10-year. Holy shit.
Yeah, bro. Like,
holy shit. and this cigar, like, we haven't even started talking about the cigar, but
we haven't.
Like,
so I feel like that it's unfair. The drinks are so good that I feel like I'm missing what the cigar might be. Our
attention isn't really on it, right? Right now.
I'm missing what it might be. Because to me right now, it feels a little bit light.
Have you retroed? Have you retroed it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do it again.
I mean, it's up there.
Definitely chocolatey, definitely creamy. It's good.
This is a good cigar, man.
It is.
Like, I don't know anything about it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get any more of it, but this is a really good cigar to go with some really good whiskeys.
All right.
I'm with you, though. Like, I wouldn't mind having a backup of both of these. Like, I love them both. And I don't visit them that often just because, I mean, that one's already half gone. Most of that's me.
Yeah, I mean,
most of that is me.
Like I said, I was surprised to find the 10 hiding in the back of my cabinet. Like, oh, I forgot about this.
How much of it's in there?
It's probably half a bottle.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
It's probably half a bottle. Because when we got it, I couldn't stop, like, which is why I had to get the backup. I was like, I'm
gonna just drink right through this.
Which I had hit it, at the back so that I didn't keep touching it. And then I got the backup, and then of course, we buy quite a bit, so we just keep adding new things.
Every bit of it.
Yeah, so we just keep adding new things, and so something like this, which is so very good, just kind of falls to the wastelands, and you forget about it.
And then one day you're moving bottles around, and
you find it, and you go, "Oh my God, I forgot I had this. Thank God, I can touch this again."
Yeah, so I mean, this is one of those sleepers, the sleeper bottle. If you know kind of bottles.
This is a really easy cigar to smoke.
It's very tasty. It's flavorful. It doesn't have like that wood and leather barnyard that I don't really enjoy all that much. This is more creamy, chocolatey. That kind of. I can get on the creamy chocolatey all day long.
Yeah.
Like
for sure,
bomb all day long. This was, I think it was $13.
So this came from the Privada packs?
Yeah, no. This just is one of the Privada Cigar Club cigars.
Okay.
Like they're one of their exclusives. It was not part of the pack.
Okay.
So he got a box of them or whatever.
Okay, all right. Well, we should be on the lookout for something that we really enjoy coming soon. Like
I've been on the lookout.
I've heard those CAO Amazon basins
they coming.
They out there.
I've seen things where like we've shipped them, whatever, and so like I'm watching the websites. I haven't seen them pop up yet. On one of them, you could pre-order.
Okay.
I'm not doing that.
Nah.
You need to have that shit. So
yeah.
So you can ship that crap the next day.
Yeah, this is a good smoke. This is definitely a good smoke.
Yeah, so if you guys can find someone that stocks these Privada Cigar Club cigars, like pretty much every one that I've had has been good. This one I really enjoy it. It's different. That's the thing for me about cigars, trying new cigars, is I want something different.
Yeah, for sure.
Something unique. This one's unique.
Don't think I've said it in a couple of episodes, so make sure you drink responsibly, hydrate.
Absolutely.
Plenty of water. Take your time. Don't go crazy. Do it the way it's supposed to be done. But yeah,
the aroma on these things,
dude, they're double cup love.
So before we had this, and then we have it, and it's like, how do we not know about this? You know what I'm saying?
That's the beauty of the bourbon community.
This isn't something that's some one-off like we had at the lottery, right? Where it's like you're never going to get that again. This is out there in the market. It's nationwide.
Yep. I think I like the nose on 11 better than 10.
I'm nosing the 11 now. So the 10, there's definitely more rye.
Yeah.
On the nose, it's a little bit more like.
And that's to be expected with the extra proof.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm with you. I hadn't thought about it, but the 11 year would definitely appeal to more people versus the 10 year.
Dude, that is fuck.
It's such an easy drinker.
And they both opened up even more in the glass.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They're a problem.
It's a good problem to have, man.
Yeah, these two.
Just get both bottles.
Yeah, these two are a problem.
Just get both bottles.
Hell, if you can find the 10 year, I mean, as far as I know, they just made it the one time, right?
Yeah, I think so. And the cigar doesn't pair bad with it either.
No, I think it pairs great with it.
Like that chocolatey, creamy finish really kind of goes over the top with this, like for sure.
And you thought it was flavored at one point.
Well, when I did the cold draw, I was like, man, what is, it just, a whole lot of flavor came through on the cold draw. And I was like, man, that's kind of weird. So.
But it definitely, it pairs well. That sweetness, the chocolatiness, the creaminess, going over this cask strength rye. It's nice.
Jason's gonna have to do some work and get some information so that he can tell y'all exactly what this is.
Yeah, I'll have to try to go look it up and see if I can find a bit more about it. But this is one of those like boutique things that Scenic City kind of made a name for themselves, right?
Yeah.
You walk in there and they've got some weird, obscure thing you've never heard of before.
Yeah, for sure. And
I'm a sucker for that.
Oh, we all are, man. Like when you can find something new and exciting, or something just new, right? Like that you haven't seen before. It's always great. Yeah. Like realistically, because you just don't get to, with a lot of your traditional brick and mortars, they're just going to keep your normal
that you can get anywhere else.
Yeah. So when you find a place that you can get some new and exciting stuff, it's always cool. So, you know, I always enjoy it.
It was the same thing with these. You know, these came out on the, or this one did, came out on the table, and it's like, what is that? A cask strength rye?
Yeah.
What? A 10-year cask strength rye?
And again, it was talked up a lot.
Yeah, and then
before we tasted it.
Right, and then I remember, like, I'm at the table and I'm just examining the bottle, you know, and I look up and I'm like, yo, this is a bean product.
That was what I was about to say. Like, we were shocked because we were like,
what?
Oh man, it's a bean. Like, you know, like looking at the bottle, like, because I think you tried it before I did, but like,
yeah, because then you're like, that's a granddad bottle.
Yeah,
that's
exactly
bottle.
What it is. Like, that's exactly what it is. It's
bottle.
Literally a granddad bottle.
Yeah,
the 114 bottle.
Yeah,
the 16 might be in that too. Like, I think the OGD 16.
Yeah, I think it might. Yeah,
it might be in that bottle too. But Bean, keep it going, man. Keep bringing us those bangers.
I mean, listen, I know you got to sell your core product to make your money so you can have your fun projects like this.
Mm-hmm.
But
passion projects.
Yeah, there you go. The passion projects, like, go for it, man. Because these passion projects that Bean's been putting out, man,
they're killing it.
They are really killing it.
Killing it.
Craziness. Keep saying some of these distilleries, it's amazing what they can do when they try.
Dude, like, yeah, because I've added a lot of Bean products this year.
But I get it. Like, we're the minority. You know, like this, the audience for this is really small.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what I think about the 10-year, right? So I think the proof might scare people.
Absolutely.
On the 10-year.
Yeah.
Especially when you say, like, a cask strength rye.
Right. Like, the rye audience is already small as hell.
You know, but this is not your traditional rye. Like, no. it doesn't taste the way you think it does.
Nope.
So you have got to try it, like, realistically.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one of those, you know, for people who don't like ryes, you can try that. That might change your mind.
All right, well, we're close on time, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do those final thoughts, bro.
So start with the cigar. I mean, I don't know. You can look at the smoke on this thing.
Yeah, like, we're smoking it out. We're smoking it out.
This thing is just billowing. Construction is great. I've had no burn issues whatsoever. Really enjoying the V cut on the torpedo top.
There you go.
I tried it one time and I'm like, fuck.
He hated that I was right.
I'm like, this bastard was right, man. It's actually pretty fucking nice to have a V cut on this damn torpedo top.
Oh man, it just opens it up right too. Like,
yeah, like you don't cut off a bunch of your cigar and you know, yeah. So V cut, try V cut in your torpedo, man. The torpedo tops, right? So like you don't even have to cut off that much, and that's the thing. Like it opens it up nice. But anyway, so this thing it's just as good as the first time I had it.
Okay.
You know, so glad I got a couple more. Glad I was able to share one with you.
I appreciate it.
Like, it's an amazing cigar. If you don't know Privada Cigar Club, go look them up. They are doing just a ton of unique stuff in the cigar industry. They have clubs that you can join where you can get. It's kind of like a cigar of the month club, but you're going to get stuff that you can't get anywhere else.
Right.
They're going to send you one-offs.
Yeah, they're all going to be pretty much boutique.
Nothing but one-offs. Yeah. And so, you know, it's stuff that they procured and they age, you know, and then the owner decides that it's ready to go and they put it in the pack. Mm-hmm. You know, and so I've been on it for I think about a year now. And it's not expensive. It's like $35 for 3 cigars, shipped and everything. Yeah. You know, so pretty good deal. And then if you like it, you can buy them. But this is one that was at the shop. You know, he bought a box or whatever of these, 2 of these, and really liked it and went back and got some more.
Okay.
As far as the pours, man, I don't even know what more I can say about them, man. Like, it's one of those ones that I feel like I could jump on either side of the fence with these guys.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, whatever mood I might happen to be in, if I want something that's smooth and just super appealing, I'll go with that 11-year. Mm-hmm. If I want something that is really flavorful and punchy, I want to come out and show out, like you said.
Yeah.
it's going to be that 10-year.
Yeah, don't disagree.
But both pours are amazing. They really are neck and neck for me. The 11 might just barely edge out that 10.
Okay.
But I really honestly think it's just going to be mood.
I got you.
So
I like it.
What you got?
I'll start with the pours, man. So I'm the opposite of Jason. The 10-year is it for me. I like those things that are just complex and different, and I think the 10-year is still the most of that, right? Like it just is completely different from all of the other stuff that we're tasting. The 11-year, phenomenal pour. It's much more well-rounded, much more mass appeal. Still a hell of a pour, man. Don't get it twisted. Like, I'm not complaining about drinking
it's a 1A
either
and
one
1B.
of these.
It's a
like
1A
literally.
and 1B.
So for Jason, 11-year is 1A, and 10-year is 1B for me. 10-year is 1A, and 11 is 1B. I think they're both phenomenal pours. I'm happy to have either. So that's just where I'm at on those. Like, I just, dude, I'm mad he didn't buy me one. Like, we'll leave it at that. As far as the cigar goes, I've never seen it, never had it. It tastes a little light to me tonight, but we've had a few pours, had a couple of, well, this is the second cigar of the night. It's still very flavorful, very creamy, very chocolatey, and I think it pairs so well with what we're drinking. I would like to try it with some other stuff just to see if the cigar stands out a little bit more. Both of these bottles are so phenomenal that I feel like they might be kind of taken away from the cigar a little bit, because those pours are just great. Like, I'm struggling to leave these glasses here, but I don't want to look like an alcoholic in front of all of you guys. So, but if it was up to me, I would have probably already knocked both of those back already, like, realistically. But yeah, the cigar is a hell of a cigar. I'm gonna have to pick up a couple, to be completely honest.
Yeah,
I'll have to pick up
same
a few.
here. Like, I'm hoping you still got some.
Yeah, for sure. With that being said, wrap this thing up. I know what it is, man. Another episode of High Proof Ashes. Y'all make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that little bell so that you get notifications when we drop new content. I am one of your hosts, Duran, no cool nickname, my partner,
Jason JB Smoke. We'll see you guys on the next one.
Put some smoke in the air. Yeah, there we go.